It is a completely different day because mom life whooped my ass yesterday. My son had a tantrum. And if your kid has ADHD, like, you know, those tantrums are not just normal tantrums. They are brutal and mentally taxing. So your girl didn't do anything yesterday. So I'm going to get my financial life together today because I have to view a property. I'm starving and I only have an hour to do it. So I've got all the stuff that I need right now. I'll be honest and say, just with lifing, I have not done like a financial deep dive, reset, whatever you want to call it, getting everything organized in like, I want to say 2 weeks, and I'm feeling it. I can definitely tell the difference because I'm overwhelmed, because I feel out of touch with my money, and like I feel like I'm out of control, and that's not a good feeling because the stress isn't worth it. So I've got a bill right here for my son's therapy that I have got to pay. I got my little handy dandy notebook to write down my balances in because I am still a pen and paper type of girl. And I'm also going to use the note section on my phone to write down everything that I need to look at and get together. So just so y'all can see what I'm doing, it is dark. Excuse me. That's better. All right, so just so you guys can see what I'm doing, I am doing like a screen recording. So I'm gonna go through and put down every account I need to check and get together. So I still use my credit cards. Yes, I use my credit cards. My credit score, even though I have no debt, it's still in the 800. So I really didn't experience a huge dip, and I think it's because I still regularly use my cards. So I use American Express. I need to check Discover, and I started to use my Capital One Venture card because your girl's trying to get some flights, and these flights are expensive with me and 2 kids, and I wanted to get some travel reward points. So if any of you guys are if you get travel, oh my gosh. Anyway, if you get travel reward points, let me know which card you prefer and what I need to do because I am a little lost. A little lost in the sauce.
Look at mama. Oh, you're so pretty. Yeah, girl. Yeah, girl. Cheese. Thumbnail. Okay. Okay, mama.
All right, so Capital One travel reward points, please help your girl out. And I need to check my account that holds my gas and groceries as well as my personal funds account, and I just named this part of the account number and where the account is from. And I think that is pretty much, oh, the bill and the therapy. Why that's capitalized, I'm not quite sure, but oh well. So if I get all of these together, that should pretty much, you know, get me all back straight and stable. So first thing I'm going to do is go to American Express. All right, so here you can see the screenshot. What I'm going to do now, I have a balance of $119 that I owe. I don't get paid until next week. But what I like to do first, I like to check my accounts and just see how much I have available. So most of this was groceries on my American Express, and American Express, it does not have travel rewards. I don't know why I thought it did, or my specific one doesn't. So I just keep using it because of the cash back. So in my account that is for gas and groceries, I have $173 available. So I'm just going to put this in here so I know what I can pull from. And then first, I should have done this first, is let me check and see what I have available in my personal funds account. Now, the easy thing would be to use the debit cards that are attached to each account. That way I don't have to do this. But once again, I like my cashback rewards and I like making sure that I'm maintaining my credit score. So I have $33. $33.76. I am totally putting myself on blast. We have been eating out like crazy people. What did I say? Okay, $33.76 in my personal funds account. So I'm probably going to have to add in my buffer account, which I tell y'all all the time, buffers save lives. So a buffer account is where you just set up a specific account and you put back, you know, sums of money. It can be like $20, $30 a paycheck. And when you need to pull money because you've lost your mind, you have that account to basically CYA. So I'm going to see what I have in my buffer account. Okay, so I have $708. Basically, I'm going to say I have $709 in my buffer account that I can pull from. So that's not bad. So I owe, once again, $119 that I am needing to account for. So I'm going to put this in here. Did I put that in there correctly? I hope so. All right, so $119 is what I owe for American Express. And I'm going to see what I owe for Discover and Capital One, just so I can write down the balances for everything right now before we go in and make any payments. I cannot believe I let this get this bad, but you know, life is life. Okay, I am in my Discover account, and can I just say, woo, praise the Lord, saints, because I do not have a balance for Discover. I don't know why I thought I did, but child, Discover is paid off. So I guess I haven't been using my card, which I am not mad about that. So I am going to check off Discover as already paid for, done, and out of the way. So now I'm going to check my balance for the Capital One. And I already know it's looking real crazy because I just paid for some plane tickets using it because obviously it has the travel rewards. And I am trying to rack up my points. So I'm scared. I am going on a family vacation in June, so I paid for our flights as well as it's a rental car for about a week, and I want to say I probably owe about probably $2,000, but we'll see. Okay, so 1709 is what, oh y'all, I got some. Okay, so 1709.70 is what I owe. 09.70, and I have been making like some transactions for just like food and stuff too, because I am really trying to rack up my points once again. So it looks like I have 2,242 reward miles. How much that is, probably not a lot, but at least I know where I stand. So I'm going to say about 1710 for this. Now here comes the fun part, figuring out where to pull certain balances from and just going about it this way. So Discover's out the way. I think I'm going to go ahead and pay American Express from my buffer account. I don't get paid until basically Wednesday of next week. Today is Friday. So I do need to leave some money in my account just to kind of cover my butt when it comes to the gas and groceries account. So I'm going to go ahead and pay off American Express right now and get that out of the way. And now, okay, so therapy, I owe about $300 for my son's therapy, I believe. All right, $293.05 is what I owe for his therapies, and I believe these are all the therapies combined. So this is from, it's not too bad, from May 1st of 2022 to January 3rd of this year, the new year. So not too bad. I'm gonna go ahead and mark therapy as completed because I pay this from my HSA funds. I have a certain amount deducted from each paycheck that's put into the HSA, and this is a health savings account, and this is mainly for high deductible healthcare plans. My employer does put about $2,000-$3,000 every single year, so that does help out. And then I put in extra because I know my son, he needs multiple therapies, and so I don't care about paying for that because the way I see it, you know, whatever I can do to help my son thrive, I'm going to do. I don't care what the price tag is. So that is done and out of the way. And next is the Capital One. That's the one I know I need to get knocked down, but man, how much to put on it? Okay, so I'm thinking I don't want to pay it all off, and that is because if I find a property here within the next few days, I put in an offer, I don't want this to affect my credit score, if that makes sense. Like closing out something right before closing, I don't know if that would impact my credit score. It shouldn't really impact the process at all, but I don't know. I don't know how this is gonna go. I'm kind of just, you know, guessing. So I don't want anything. It's just a kind of be safe moment. So I think I'm gonna put, okay, I think I'm gonna put, all right, so I'm gonna put $1,000 towards that today, and that will get it to $710. So, all right, that one is good to go, and then I will pay off the rest next month. So yeah, your girl has a credit card balance. I will pay off the rest next month or next paycheck. And then when it comes to the buffer account, I'm just going to leave that alone because once again, they're going to want to see my statements, and I don't want to cause many questions to arise. That is per my lender, his recommendation. Now, this is a checking account I have with Ally, which number one, Ally I recommend because their savings account, they let you divide your account up into buckets so you can clearly see your savings goals. I love that. And I just got a checking account just to act as a buffer. I don't know if they're going to need this account, but once again, I want to be safe. So I don't know if I'm really going to touch that. I'm lying. I'm going to touch it. I'm going to touch it. I'm going to pull $200 from that too. So $200 is going to go from my buffer, and that's going to put me at $509, and then I'm going to put $1,000 from extra income. And really my extra income is just YouTube because I don't do Instagram anymore. I let that, I'm willing to take that loss in income because yeah, if you haven't watched my video, watch it. Peace of mind is everything. So yeah, I'm just gonna put an extra $1,000 to this, and that will put it at what, $610, which I'm okay with. I feel okay with. Okay, payments, let me get all payments made, and then I will say for the two accounts that I have, my personal funds, the $33.76, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm probably gonna use that on Starbucks coffee, so that is pretty much gone. For my gas and groceries, I just got gas today, so let me make sure that accounts for the $40 that I just spent on gas this morning. Okay, yes. $49.61 on gas. So, okay, that accounts for the gas. I'm good on gas for a few days, at least until my next paycheck, so I don't have to worry about that. So the $173, I will probably have an overage when my new paycheck amount deposits. So whatever it is that I have remaining, I'm just going to send that to Capital One, and that's kind of how I'm going to knock it down, and then just extra money to that, get it paid off, because my next YouTube paycheck is hung up until the 21st of February for this month. So then I will just go back and replenish the accounts that I have used. So if you're like me, you have multiple cards you're using, multiple accounts, please use this video as inspiration to get your financial life together. You do not have to be using spreadsheets and super complicated things. Get you a notebook, get you a computer, get you a phone, use the note section in your phone, and just sit down. This took about, what, 10, 15, 20 minutes. And now I'm already feeling a lot better because everything is kind of balanced out. So yeah, my life is not so much a hashtag hot mess right now as it was when I started. So thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully this video wasn't too much of, a bunch of randomness, and I will catch you in the next one.